Internet Control Message Protocol. So the ICMP protocol is a protocol that we use to provide information to us. It reports error to us. It let us know if something is reachable. This is something that is documented in RFC 792, and most of us recognize ICMP as what we use to ping a device. And so very simply put, we open up a command line, we type in the word ping and then the IP address or the name of a device, and ICMP is going to go out and reply back and let us know if it is unreachable or reachable. This is done through ICMP message type. And in a moment we are going to look at any type of and the code. So the two messages that are generally sent are the ones that you want to see are the echo request when you ping somebody, and an echo reply when they respond back. Now these ICMP does can be codes can be used to let us know what a destination is unreachable, our host is unreachable, something to that nature. How Now, as far as being analysts, the reason it's important to understand ICMP is because there are attacks that use ICMP. For example, ICMP doesn't necessarily expect to see a Lloyd data payload. They are generally really small messages. So whenever we see an ICMP message, it has got a big payload and we should be suspicious. Also, if we send out an echo request, we should get an echo reply. We shouldn't get an unsolicited echo reply out of the blue. And also, if we are seeing a number of echo requests and reply packet that have big payload, or if there is an imbalance in the echo request and reply number, it is really just good indicator that something odd is happening on the network. Maybe data is being tunneled using ICMP or something to that nature. The RFC does follow for tunneling to occur with ICMP, so we don't have to have specific length of the data in an echo request or an echo or echo, whatever say, reply message. So people can put more data in there. It is not normal for us to see that kind of thing. Now this is a look at the ICMP header. If you were to look in the IP header, the protocol identifier would be protocol number. Now following that IP header, we are going to have the ICMP header. In that header, we are going to have, as you can see here, the type, the code, and the checksum. And then beyond that, we will see some data that will be some variable length. So as far as these type codes go, let's take a look at the three type of codes. So the type value is numeric values. So a type 0 would indicate that this is an echo reply, and this code would be a 0. So again, looking at the header, the type and the code, those values are going to be used together to determine what's going on. So let's say we were to ping somebody, we would send an echo request. Now using this table, the echo request type would be 8 and code would be 0. If we were to capture a packet and it were ICMP packet with a type 8 code 0, we know that is somebody requesting a reply back, somebody pinging a device. Now we would expect to see in return an ICMP message with type 0, code 0 and echo reply. Now there are occasions when we are going to get a message back and it is going to indicate that the destination is unreachable. Again, this is going to be a value that is provided by your type code, and that type is going to be type number 3, and the code will vary. A code of 0 would indicate the network is unreachable. A code of 1 would indicate the host is unreachable. A code of 2 would indicate the protocol is unreachable. 3 would indicate the port is unreachable, and a 4 would be that fragmentation is needed. And there is a bit in header that is toggled. It says don't fragment this capture packet, so we can fragment it. And we can capture these ICMP through packet capturing or using TCP dump, or we can use Wireshark. Now a network unreachable type code is something that would come back from a router a host unreachable, come back from a default gateway, come back from a router port unreachable, and protocol unreachable will often come back from the host itself. So let's say you are trying to connect to a web server, and let's say the IP address of the web server is reachable. So you can get there, but the service is not running. In that case, you will get a message back that say port unreachable, and that's simply because the port is not listening. The server software is not running. Now, most of the time when we get a destination unreachable, it is usually because whatever the host address is that we have specified, it may be a non-existent address and it is just not variable. In some cases though, which is usually less frequent, then just the host not being there, the router doesn't have a route to that destination, and that could indicate routing issues. So we want to watch for those four basic type of destination unreachable message. We want to watch for the network unreachable, host unreachable, protocol unreachable, and port unreachable, and that will help us to identify where the issue is. And again, from an analyst perspective, if we are seeing our network all of a sudden reporting that a host is unreachable or that network is unreachable, then we might have something type of attack against our routing domain. We could have attack on our physical domain or something to that nature. So we can carefully look into that. So it is all about from TCP episode. So next we can look on TCP dump or Wireshark. Thank you.